Hey everyone, this is Velocity. I make the videos I feel like. So we all know Piggy, right? It's the most classical game of almost all of Roblox. Everybody knows it. It's if you don't know, one becomes the Piggy. The Piggy's goal is to chase down the other players and kill them or stop them from escaping. And they can do that through using traps, closing and opening doors, and they have a lot of resources to their help. The survivor's goal is to pick up items and use the doors and escape the building, or escape the map, whatever you call it. Now let me tell you, there's a powerful glitch in this, that's right under your nose. And it's easily accessible with just one button. It's called the ghosts. You see, the ghosts have a special ability to the ghosts are made to be able to spectate around the map and see what players doing, go around a little bit more freely instead of clicking to spectate a specific person. And they're used there to be check around the map to like become a ghost in any game to just check out the map better or to see where things are and just like, oh, how are they gonna do that, blah blah blah, you name it. Ghosts are online players. They can crouch. They can't use any survivor abilities. They can only walk at the speed of normal survivor. You see, the ghost humanoid root part is actually server-wisely collidable, which means the server thinks your humanoid root part exists, but your client can't, but others' client can't see it, or they can't interact with it. I've been testing this out, and you can through this push piggies or bots. Some bots don't work because of their model, but you can push them and interact with them. And this can actually play a very big role because, as I said, you are a survivor, you are a ghost. You can be killed, you can't be interacted with, but you can interact with the world or the map, the boss, like I said. Which allows you to maybe like put Piggy in this spot, force Piggy there, and you stop Piggy from going there, or you can even speed boost them and give them their normal goal speed as you're faster than normal Piggy. This is very powerful because Piggies are not supposed to be able to be stopped. They're not supposed to change their pathing because of something because of ghosts, which are player controlled. So you can redirect Piggy wherever you want, however you want, without restriction. Because it's ghost, you can't die. They can literally do anything without punishment. Now the thing is, you can also do a little bit more than just push. But first, let's go over some demonstrations on how this push works. So your humanoid root part is a part of the character model, and it's actually server-wise collidable, like I said, and you can push with it. You can push other specific parts of other models. Some models models or things that are unanchored. You can push pretty much anything basically. You can even push the tombstone, the song pig. You can even push the song piggy that comes out of the tombstone and give him a little bit of speed boost. He's supposed to be swarm bot speed actually, so it's very powerful there. And Minton also forgot to turn off something more when it came locally. So as I said, as I now should clarify, the whole avatar is actually existing, but mostly only the human droid part carries like movement weight or collision weight, as I like to call it. Which means as a ghost, you can stand on things or stand in between things to block a player's mouse cursor to be able to detect it, as it detects the invisible parts instead. Because what I believe Minitune did is for each client when a ghost appears, it makes them only uncollidable and transparent. They didn't change, so can query. Okay, I'm gonna show you real quick what can query is. It's a property in a part. It makes it so your cursor fills it, but not like example right here. You see it here. It's if you disable can collide, you'll get the option to also disable can query. And I'm just gonna show what can query does here with these options. Can touch can be on, it doesn't matter. Then we put this to 0.8, let's say, and we put this button right here. And we add a mouse or a click detector and then display. And also anchor them because I think I forgot to anchor them. This. Okay. You see here, this wall here, this button I can't click it until I come. See, because of I don't have can query on, I can actually click this button still. But then if I go here, I set this wall to be can queryable like this. You'll start to see that I can't click this button anymore until I'm past the barrier. It's like an interactable raycast that blocks something from seeing the other. This is what query does. Isn't is So can query is off. Can query is off. Can query is a property. For those who don't know, can query is a property which allows pretty much your camera to collide with them. That includes for mouse and line of sight and yeah. And this allows them to put like stand on keys and block you from being able to pick them up. It's still possible to do it, but it is extremely hard. And so you can use block survivors from picking up things. Now this is the third part. You can actually cut the line of sight of things, as I'm going to show, or as you can, as the ghost, since they have the can query property, you can stand in between a trap and a player to block the trap from seeing the player. It's because the traps use a function called a raycast. For you who don't know, a raycast is pretty much like a line scan, a little bit like, is there anything blocking in that direction, or is there anything in that direction? Is to check whatever object or thing you collide with. And raycast usually should check by just connection, but Roblox added so they also check by can query, which allows us as ghosts to position ourselves in between the trap and the player to block the trap from being able to see the player. Instead, it sees us invisible. It sees our invisible body parts, which is totally abusable because you can just stop traps from activating in his hole, which is motherfucking broken. But that's not it. No, that's not close to it. You can put yourself in between the line of sight of a piggy trap and an alive player to stop the line of sight of the trap. This doesn't work for touch traps because they're touch connections. You can't stop and touch connection because you're touching. You can't override it with other touches because it senses everything. But raycast you can override. I also even found out you can, as a ghost, you can kind of like stand on the little pillow or the thing that blows up from the first. This glitch is so easily abusable. It needs to be fixed. It's powerful and it's godly. It's unpunishable. Or it's unpunishable. You can't do anything against someone going into a ghost and then just sabotaging for either the players or either the piggy. It's up to them. Which allows which which also gives survivors an extra high hand because once one survivor dies, they can come back and ghost and help, which is broken. It's like your members of the team just being able to help you where after they're even supposed to be able to. You're a ghost, you're not supposed to be able to block fucking the love struck trap from hitting someone. It's overpowered. I made this video to hopefully make it get fixed. I made this video to get it fixed. Hopefully it does get fixed. But I can't guarantee anything. Abuse this trap while it's out. It's broken as fuck. If you don't use it, you're not playing piggy right. But at the same time, it's broken. I do even think if you stand in between the player and the piggy, and the player has a gun or anything that can shoot, they will shoot you instead if you block their shot. Which is just like, oh. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you like this new style of videos. Or style of video. Maybe more. Thanks for watching.